guys, figured I'd take you along with me. I am going to do some work on the bike. I've actually decided not to do the Star Delta for a number of reasons. One is I live in the city, and to get up to speed to actually use it, you need a nice long stretch of road, which there isn't many around here. So it's not practical for me to do it. It's hard on the controller and it's hard on the batteries, so I need some more distance than I do just going around the block. But to dial in the speed a little bit better, I'm going to change the pack. This comes up as 17.15 volts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to recycle these ones here. I've been sitting on my desk. They were originally in the bike, but the BMS suffered a short, as you can see there, and I had to pull them out of the bike. And you know, there's too many wires and too many things that could go wrong with this bouncing around the bike that I didn't originally buy it for that purpose. Usually it was on the outside of the bike where I could check it and service it when I needed. So being buried inside the bike and not being able to see it physically is not a good idea with this type of cells, DIY. So what I'm going to do is I split it all apart. It took like an hour to take all the duct tape off it. It's been duct taped since the day I bought them, which was 2 years ago. They still work great. They're 12 volts, 12.8 volts, 20 amp hours, 256 milliwatt. Four of them plus another two is, well, I think here it's about 17 volts here. Yeah, it's 5C, 5S. And then when you go up to 6, it's about 20 volts here. What I want to do is I want to wire it up, take it outside, plug it into the bike at 17, make sure the bike spins and doesn't sort of lurch when you turn it on. That means that the FETs, if it lurches a little bit when you turn the bike on, that means the FETs are bleeding a little bit, and that's bad because it'll blow the controller up. I want to tap it at the original 17 volts, and then I'm going to tap it at 20, and basically go up from there. See if I can squeeze another 3 volts out of it, and then that'll get me that extra speed that I want. Like, it's fast now. It keeps up with traffic, but I want a little bit more. So we'll try it that way. And this way I get a chance to recycle these too. I don't want them sitting around not being exercised. The will go bad. This time I'm not going to use the BMS though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put leads on it, and then I'll run the leads up through the bike, through the trunk with the power cable, an extra power cable, an extra lead, so I can plug the iMacs into it. So that's the plan. I'm going to retire these ones here. I'm going to put those back in the Pelican case, and I'm going to put a plug on the Pelican case, use it as a backup power supply for the house, for lighting or whatever if the power goes out. They need to be retired. They're getting pretty old. They're over 2 years old. And these ones here, like, I paid $200 for this. I paid thousands of dollars for these, so these got to be used. So we'll try tapping it off that way, see if it works. If it does, then what we'll do is we'll run duct tape around it a couple times to hold them together, wire it up, put the leads on it, and then I'll put this laying sideways, because you can do these sideways. They won't spill or anything. And we'll strap it to the main battery in the bike. So that'll actually work out. And these are light. These are super light. They're not like lead acid. So it's not going to add too much weight to the bike. This actually this weighs more than 2 of these. So that's the plan. So I'm just setting it up now. Like I spared you the video of trying to pull these things apart with the tape. It took hours. I even got shoe goo holding the cells together, which I'm still peeling the rubber off. But it held together. It even fell off my my cargo bike years ago. 2 years ago, it fell off the cargo bike going down Main Street in Hamilton, and luckily no cars ran it over, because they would have got lodged underneath the car. So I was lucky there. But it just hit the street and bounced a couple of times, and I ran back and picked it up. There's No physical damage that I can see. Nothing swelling, which is good. These are good cells. I'll give you the name of them. Powerizer. They've lasted. I didn't think they would last as long as they have, especially when I overvolt. So, anyway, I'm gonna get it set up. Then I'm gonna wait until later on today when it warms up, and we'll take the bike, pull the side off the bike, and start testing different taps. See how high we can go before it starts to bleed. Okay, well, I took it out and I basically bridged it and went off the leads. I got it up to, this is a 20 volt pack at 6S. It is good enough. Before I was running 4 or 5. 5, yeah, this one here is 5S, I think. Yeah, that would be 5S, yeah. So that one was running at 5. An extra cell makes a big difference. Well, obviously 17 to 20 volts. I was up to about, fully charged on the other pack on the bike, I was up to 101 volts, so that's more than enough, because I know before it was around 95 volts fully charged, and that was adequate. The only thing I hated was obviously when it discharged a bit, when all the batteries settled after a short bit of the ride. It was fast, but it wasn't fast. I liked it when it was fresh off the charger. So that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get the voltage up high enough that fully charging the batteries won't obviously blow up the controller, but also when it discharges, it's at a voltage that will be, you know, like fresh off the charger, get up and go, right? So I think 101 volts fully charged, both packs. Well, actually more of the pack that's in the bike. This one here has been sitting, so once this is charged up, it'll probably be like 105. And then when it settles, it'll probably be at about, I don't know, 99, 95 volts settled, which would be nice, because before that used to be my my starting voltage, it was 95, so that'll be a definite boost. And this thing is super light, so it's not going to add weight to the bike. I'm just getting it ready. This is about as far as I can get. Unfortunately, I don't have any more leads. The lead off the old BMS, I tried cutting that without, I thought the holes were the same size, which they're not, so they don't fit on the charger. So I'm going to have to order some leads. We'll make a part 2, and we'll take it for a test spin, but I guarantee it's going to be faster. So, later, guys.